Hi guys, happy Saturday. I'm getting ready for work because I have my biggest event of the year. Well, my biggest annual event today. And it's time to get gorgeous for it. So I'm going to do just a really easy makeup routine with my stick foundation. And I'm going to show you how that's going to last me all day long, because we have photo and video later and I have to meet my clients and it's just a busy day. All right, so the first things first, we're gonna go in with Touch Glorious Hydrating Primer, Get Your Skin Right. All of our skincare is on sale this month. Hi, Sammy. And one of the things that I'm now obsessed with is our hydrating mask. It's brand new. We were able to buy it in November. So I've been using it since then. And it's been so good. So it's a hydrating mask. You can wear it for just like, 20 minutes when you get out of the shower, or you can put it on and wear it overnight, which is what I've been doing. And literally when I wake up in the morning, my face feels like juicy and plump. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Ash. So this hydrating mask is literally how you beat wrinkles, because well moisturized skin is not going to age the way that dry, shriveled prune skin will. Also, I lost a nail in the quest to set up the perfect event this week. The struggle is so real, guys. Anyway, so the hydrating mask is exactly where it's at if you are like me, living in a cold area with zero humidity this time of year and you just need to give your face a little bit of a rest. All right, so we're gonna let the hydrating primer sit on our face for a few minutes and then we're gonna go ahead and get at it. I'm going to be using stick foundation today. And the reason I'm gonna do that is I want a little bit of glow for when I'm on camera, and it lasts and the coverage is amazing. So we're gonna go in with stick foundation in the shade Lace, which is my perfect winter shade, and kind of rolls out just like a tube of lipstick would. And you just kind of draw it on your face. It has two different kinds of non-pore clogging wax in it. So if you have dry skin, this is going to basically make so that the moisture that's in your skin stays in it all day. And you can also get these in like a lighter shade like Scarlet or a darker shade like Chenille, and then use this for highlight and contour as well if you absolutely love cream products. I'm going to show you how I blend this with my powder foundation to do my under eyes. Just because that's like my favorite way to do my under eyes. Hi, Denise. All right, so we're gonna go in. Oh, Sam. Hi, Christine. We're gonna go in with the Kabuki brush, which is my favorite way to apply it because you literally can't do it wrong with this. Do you see how it blends out? It's just like no nonsense. It just buffs right into your skin. Like so. Living for it. This is honestly, if I had to give my husband a foundation to use to put on me, which someone suggested I do, they're like, you should have Justin do your makeup one day on camera, which would honestly be either a nightmare or comedy gold. I would probably have him either do the stick or the spray foundation, because those are literally the stupid easiest to apply. You can't do it wrong. Also, my best friend got me this might be tequila mug for my birthday in November. So can you hear? Can you hear that there's ice in it? I literally filled this up at 9 o'clock last night when I went upstairs to bed, and I put ice in it and there's still ice in it. That's wild. How is that possible? And the top is open because there's a straw in it. Like, this is science that I can get behind. Okay. So we are all blended in just like that. So that's the shade Lace in the stick foundation. And like I said, you can get a stick foundation that is lighter for your under eye and darker for your contour. I just kind of like to mix it up. So we're going to use Touch Mineral Pressed Powder in the shade Scarlet, and I'm going to do my under eyes with that. And I'm just going to press that very light pressed powder onto my under eyes. What I like about this is it sets the stick foundation It brightens my eye with a full coverage powder, and with powder and things like crow's feet or under eye lines and things like that, you're not going to get any creasing that occurs during the day at all. So that's why I love foundation powder underneath my eyes. And the foundation powder 2-pack, you save a few dollars by getting 2 at a time. So I usually grab a shade for highlight, and then I grab a dark shade for contour, which is usually my favorite is Chenille. Okay. Super easy. Okay. So like I said, this is giving you a full coverage look, plus it is setting that stick foundation underneath it. All right, Beachfront bronzer in the shade Malibu, my darkest shade, but it's the best. So this is a baked bronzer. There is a matte side, and then there is a bronzy, like glowy side. So this is the darkest shade. I go in pretty lightly with it and kind of just swirl it around on the top. But you can see there's a lot of pigment in here. It blends out beautifully though, and just gives your skin that like warmth and glow like you've been sitting in the sun. Which clearly I have not, because I live in New York and it's stinking cold right now. Hi, Emily. Hi, Kelly. Say hi when you guys hop on. Let me know what you're doing today. Hopefully you're not working like I am. Jawline, incredibly important. Hi, Haley. All right. How are you? Jawline is literally like my favorite thing to contour at this point. It makes such a difference all day long. All right, so I'm just gonna take this big fluffy, have to check on my client at work, but not for long. Tonight is date night at the movies. Lauren, what are you going to say? Because I hear that there's tons of good movies out, and I'm so out of touch. I haven't watched TV to know what previews are out there in like weeks. So take a date for me, please. All right, so this has nothing on it. It's just literally a bare super powder brush, and I always go over my bronzer with it, just to make sure that I don't have any like really aggressive dark spots. That would drive me crazy. Hi, Lee. Okay, so that's kind of how I smooth out the bronzer highlighter combo, is going over it with that powder brush with nothing on it. All right, I'm doing a very Jumanji. Okay, so I want to see Jumanji, but I have to see, not the first one with Robin Williams, but the second one. I want to see that with the kids, and then maybe I'll take them to see that another day. All right, so I'm doing a super neutral look today because I have to be on camera, so I don't want to look like porn star or like I tried too hard, but I do want a little color on my face. So I'm going to go in with the shade Stunning, which obviously this looks like a super aggressive blush. It's not though. If you just tap it once, this is the Younique Angled Blush Brush. If you just tap it once, you'll see how much product is on it. Like a little bit goes a very long way. Don't go in too hot with it. Literally, it will give you such a beautiful color and coverage if you just tap it once. Again, and then I knock off a little product just to make sure I don't have too much. But it's a great flush look. Obviously, you could put on as much as you wanted. If you really wanted to see this shade on your cheeks, you know, go on with your bad self. I'm not here to dull your shine at all, but it's not for today. It's not for work. I would say not safe for work. Okay, let's do brows. I'm doing the Younique Brow Palette today, which if you've followed me for any length of time, you know is my absolute jam. This palette is 2 years old. If you want an idea of how long this palette will last you, I use it constantly. If I don't use it 5 times a week, I would be shocked. and look at how much product is left. I'm getting a little bit lower on like the gel portion of it, but all the powders are still completely intact. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of brow gel and then a little of the dark product, which is a powder. And then I'm gonna go in and draw this line from the bottom of my brow front all the way to the tail. And I just use a super light hand. Do the same thing on the top. And I just follow the arch. And yes, I do have a high eyebrow arch. It is just my anatomy. It is not Botox inspired. All right, so we're gonna fill in the arch all the way to the tail. And then using no other product, I'm just gonna lightly flick what I have on my brow already and fill in the front of it, because I want a very soft, subtle entrance into the brow proper. And that's how you get that fade in, is by not adding more product to it, but just using what you have on your brush and on your brow already. That is the secret. Less is more. Love the new liquid lipstick. I got it last week. Oh, the striking is so pretty. I'm so glad that you like that. And I know you have a hard time getting lipsticks because of the beeswax. Lauren is allergic to beeswax. Poor Lauren. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. I grabbed a little bit of gel and a little bit of the dark powder. We're gonna come over here and just do that bottom line. So basically what happens when you add the gel versus when you don't, the gel just helps kind of like slick your brows a little bit better so that they look a little bit more polished. Because there's a gel in it, it sort of makes them look a little bit shinier, glossier, more streamlined, I guess. That's really the only benefit. I feel like it also intensifies the color of the powder slightly more, so it looks a little bit darker when you grab a little of that gel first. But I often do my brows without the gel because it doesn't change the way that it goes on. It just makes it more powdery. Hi, Beatrice. Oh, the Hottie Lip Plumper, Lauren, is amazing. And I love that it doesn't hurt, because I used to use one that actually hurt because it had, I want to say capsaicin, which is the spicy principle of peppers in it. And I honestly like hated my life. I was like, why do I continue to apply this to myself? It was not good. Or casein, maybe not capsaicin. That sounds like a medication. All right, brows are on, looking fierce. Again, the high brow arch for all of those worried about it. It's just who I am. Hi, Meg. All right, so we're good. After I do my eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer and just clean up that brow line and put like a nice little matte highlight on. All right, so because I said I was gonna do a super neutral look today, we're gonna go in with eyeshadow palette 1. What I like about all the palettes is I don't have to really think about it. If I wanna go grab a couple of colors that I know are gonna look good together, I just grab one of my palettes. So palette 1 is all like browns, taupes, shimmers, champagne, all that kind of stuff. You can just guarantee that it's going to be neutral and you're not going to go overboard in terms of color. So I'm going to grab the shade Chipper, which is this medium one right here, on my blending brush. And I'm just going to blend this all over into the crease of my eye and then gently down a little bit onto my lid. This is like my base color. Hi, Gabby. Blending, blending. Now, a little bit goes a long way. Do not go in heavy-handed on the powders. You can always add more, but you can't take it away. So I always start with very little bit, and then I gradually add if I want to. Hi, Kelsey. Hi, Susan. So again, this is just the shade Chipper. This is just touching the palette one time and you get that much pigment on there. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with my fluffy crease brush and I'm going to add the shade Forthright, which is this darker brown. and I'm going to add this just to the crease, just to kind of smoke it out a little bit. And I'm going to stay mostly towards the outside corner of my eye. Now, using my finger, I'm going to go in with my ring finger and I'm going to add the shade Swanky, which is this color right here. And the reason that I'm adding it with my finger is that the warmth from your skin will sort of activate the metallic in it. It'll make it a little bit more metallic. And I'm just going to apply it right to the inside corner and onto my eyelid, just sort of gently pressing. Just like that, just to sort of wake it up a little bit. And we're going to blend it all back in. So I'm using Swanky, again, this really pretty like gunmetal champagne color, and just pressing it onto my lid. I'm going to work. Now we're fun. I do event design. So today I have one of my bigger parties of the year and I have to go put the finishing touches on it. I've been there for 3 days building it. And today is just the party and all the finish work and lighting the candles. And that reminds me, I have to stop and get candle lighters. All right. I'm glad that you asked. Hi, Misty. So yeah, today we're about 70% done with the build, and it's a party for 900 people. So it's a big, big job, and somebody's got to do it. And that somebody is me. I'm very lucky. It's like my creative outlet. I love doing that sort of thing, dreaming up an event. And this client is so good. He basically just goes, whatever you want to do, whatever I propose, he's usually 100% on board for trying. And he just lets me have fun with it. And those are gem clients, like few and far between. Do you get someone that just goes, what do you feel like doing? Okay, let's do that. If only my husband would say that more, right? All right, so we're going to go in with Epic Mascara, 4D Mascara. A little tip, put your mirror below you and look down at it so that you don't get mascara all the way up here. When I'm done with my mascara, we're going to add a little bit of concealer right underneath my brow and just kind of clean up that brow area a little bit. But I wanted to do my mascara first in case I goofed up and got it anywhere else. All right, so the deal with 4D mascara is that there are actual 4D Y-shaped fibers that are in this mascara. And the reason that you want to roll the wand when you do this is that there are different kinds of bristles that go all the way around, goof up like this, that go all the way around the mascara wand, and they all do a little something different. So some of them are going to deposit the Y-shaped fiber, some of them are just going to be putting mascara on, some of them are lengthening, and some of them are separating. So you just want to make sure that you're going to roll the wand and get the best usage of all of them. It will give you the longest, thickest, most separated lashes if you do that. And I always do 2 coats. All right, coat number 1. Now, a mascara will last me, of the 4D, between 60 and 90 days. So we do have a mascara subscription, so you can sign up and you can adjust it whenever you want or pause it. But that way, a fresh mascara lands in your mailbox every couple of weeks for you, depending on the frequency that you choose. That's a really good way of reminding yourself when you're going to need to replace it. All mascara should be replaced every 90 days, even if you only use it once a week and there's still mascara in the tube. It sort of expires after that, and you just want to make sure that you're not putting something sort of dirty near your eyes. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Kelly. All right, so we're going to go in with number 2 coat. I have to go a little bit slower when I do the second coat because there's already product on my eyes. And I just want to be like a little bit more gentle and build on that as opposed to wipe it away. I don't know how people get like the inside lash. Like I see people's lashes like all the way here coated, and those people, I want to watch them do it because it's like this incredible talent I don't think I have, or patience. Those lashes are itsy bitsy on me. Okay, and then we're just going to take whatever we have left over on the wand to do my lower lashes, because I don't like that whole tarantula lash situation that can happen when you come in a little too hot with that wand. All right. Oh, mascara makes such a huge difference. Like, why is it that adding a little black line of eyeliner and mascara makes you feel like an entirely different individual? I'll never know, but I live for it. Okay, so the last thing is we're going to add a little bit of highlight to our face just to make it glow. Glowy skin looks youthful, it looks healthy, it looks all the good things. And then we're gonna do our lips really quick. Hi, Katie. Hi, Wendy. All right, so I picked Iridescent, which is this beautiful prismatic white. It's just a super neutral, bright, happy powder highlighter. And I'm just gonna add this right to the top of my cheeks and blend it in. You can already see that glow. It just makes your skin look super fresh. And I also like how it blends my blush into my highlighted under eye. How I ended up with mascara on the side of my nose from my finger, I will never understand. All right, we're gonna do the tip of our nose and our Cupid's bow, which is this part right here that looks like, if you turn your face sideways, Cupid's arrow, bow, bow. That's Cupid's bow. It makes your top lip sort of protrude out a little bit more and look larger. And we all know I have an unhealthy fixation on big lips. Okay, so super easy lip combo. This is the perfect neutral. And I like to explain and show you different perfect neutrals all the time because everyone's undertones are a little bit different. So if you look at your wrist, and I'll post this again. So I have purple veins, which means I am a cool. If you have green veins, then you are a warm. So there are different colors that, especially when applied on your lips, the fleshy pink part of your body are going to look different because they're covering your undertones. For me, they're cool. So I look better with cooler colors and not warmer colors. So anyway, I'm going to go in with, I'll post that. Isn't that, all right, mind blowing. I agree. Understanding how your body is translating the colors underneath will completely change the way that you get dressed, the way that you color your hair, and the way that you put makeup on, or the colors that you select when you do these things. It's really, really interesting, and I definitely, you should go on Pinterest and look at it, but I will post the little wrist selfie so that you can start there to begin to understand it, because it's like unlocking this magical, obvious thing that was in front of our eyes the entire time that we never cared to look at. Anyway, so this, I try to post different lip combos all the time because obviously they're not one size fits all, but I'm going to use Pouty lip liner. I'm going to use Sublime Splash Liquid Lipstick, and then I'm going to use Loveable lip gloss. So I'm going to go in with Pouty and just gently line my lips. Now I slightly overline right in the center to give a bigger, more broad. Hi Marissa, hi Eileen, hi Krista. To give a slightly larger lip appearance, but I only do it right in the middle. If you do it on the outsides, then you're going to look like you got punched in the mouth, and your mouth is going to look too exaggerated. So let's start in the center. If you want to draw out from there, I'm not going to stop you. So overlining just means that you're going on the very underside of that lip. Now, also, I think lip liner is 100% necessary. People will agree with me and you can fight me on this, but I think that it is. It keeps your lipstick on longer. It helps you to perfect the shape of your lip, and it just gives you like a more polished look. So I personally live for lip liner, even if I'm just throwing gloss on and not a full-on lip look, I still love lip liner. Okay, so again, just in the center, am I going to overline and go just above that lip? Hi, Sarah. Hi, Erin. All right, so lip liner is on. Our lip liners are so buttery that you could literally fill in your entire lip with them if you wanted to and just throw a gloss over the top. I do that sometimes with super favorite shades, but today I'm going to show you a great lip look. All right, so this is again Sublime, one of our tried and true neutrals. Looks great on everyone. It's a pink, but it's sort of a subdued pink. It's got like a little bit of a taupe in it so that it doesn't go over the top and make you feel like you're wearing like a color. It's such a great neutral. So with Splash, you want dry lips, no other product on them. I take a little bit of product off and put it back in the tube. And then you want that lipstick to dry on you. You don't want to rub it together. All right, coat number 1, done. And this lip stuff will literally wear like braided steel throughout the day. I can usually get, even if I'm eating and drinking and all that kind of stuff, I can usually get 8 to 10 hours of wear out of the Splash Liquid lipstick without a problem. So you want it to dry before you add your lip gloss to it. So at that point, I usually just go over and see if I need to touch anything up, add a little bit of extra highlight, add some extra bronzer, whatever the case may be. But again, I don't ever rub it together. All right, so Loveable lip gloss, just this really pretty soft pink. I love our glosses. They're silky, they don't get sticky. I can't say enough good things about them. All right, so that is on. We're going to finish with Touch Behold setting spray because I have a long day of a lot of work ahead of me and I don't want this makeup to go anywhere. So I just give it a good shake. And that's all there is to it. So your face will literally be wet with this. And then in about 30 seconds, it will dry. Where my, my mother is the sweetest individual ever. She got me a fan to use when I do this. So it takes about 30, 45 seconds to dry anyway, but I just usually expedite the process with a fan. It basically melts all your makeup together because what we did is we start with liquids and creams. We move to powders because powders set liquids and creams. And then if you want to set your powder, you spray it with a liquid, like a setting spray. So that's how the science behind those steps works out. And honestly, layering your makeup like that is going to give you a better result overall. Even if you're using a different brand of makeup, follow those little tips and tricks about cream and liquid, then powder, then set your powder with a spray, because the results will be 100% better. All right, we were going to go over with a little Scarlet concealer, and I think we should still. All right, so I'm going to take a little concealer on my brows because honestly they should be tweezed and I didn't get around to it. So this is Skin Perfecting Concealer. Erin, anytime, you're right in the neighborhood, just call me, girl. So we're going to go in with Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Velour, and I'm just going to put the teeny tiniest little bit on my hand. This concealer will literally, it covers tattoos if you need to cover your tattoo. And I'm going to take, this is the Brow Artist brush that I use to do my brows. I'm going to take the flat side of it because it gives you a nice sharp edge then. And I'm just going to go on the underside of my brow with that concealer and just tighten that arch up and put a nice little clean matte highlight on it. Now, not that it changes your look ever, like I'm not a new person now or what have you because I did that, but you can definitely tell that this brow just looks more shapely, sharper, cleaner, and it's all about the finish when you're doing something like this. And honestly, I use like the teeniest, tiniest little dab of concealer. And I still have a ton left over. It's so funny. This stuff goes such a long way. A thing of concealer will literally last me 6 months, easily. All right, we're Gucci. So I have no idea what my hair is gonna look like when I take this out. But great lip, great everyday lip. Hi, Amina. My hair is giving me struggle bus issues. It's like poofy and fluffy and not going in any direction that makes any sense. What else? What else is new with my life these days? Sounds about right. Okay. It's really yucky and overcast, so I might have to take a picture with my ring light, which I don't always love to do. Hi, Amina. Hi, Kim. But I will take a picture and then I will list all of the products that I used. Now, this month's bundle in sales are all of our collections are an extra 20% off, which makes them all 38% off. But the one thing that I want to talk about this month especially is skincare. So we do have a skincare collection, which is 38% off, and the Kudos has skincare in it too. But if I've learned anything in the 2 years that I've been doing Younique, it's how important skincare is to getting a finish that you're really happy with your makeup. And I say that because little super easy things like exfoliating your face a few times a week. What are the other things? I use one of those little Tinkle razor, Tinkle? I want to say it's Tinkle. Tinkle razors, like once every other week. That just gets like the peach fuzz off your face. Your makeup goes on 100% better when you do that. But the exfoliating mask is something, especially in the winter, I use 3 times a week religiously. It removes all the dead skin and buildup from your face so that your skincare is going to work a lot better. Your skin's going to be more radiant. I use the perfecting mask on like my nose, my pores, the areas that I usually had really big pores. It basically eats all the garbage out of your pores. So you're not going to be seeing more breakouts. You're not going to be seeing anything like that. You're going to be able to cover those areas much more smooth because they're not filled with garbage anymore. You're not going over like these big craters on your face any longer. And then the new one, the hydrating face mask, I wear to bed, and I don't do it every night. Obviously that would be overkill, but I do it at least once a week or twice a week if I'm having like super dry. We're now running a humidifier in the bedroom, so it's a little bit better. But I swear that hydrating mask, literally you wake up and you look like 3 years younger every time you do it. Hi Gemma, how are you? So I'm living for the masks. They help your skin so much. And things like Uplift Beauty Serum. Yeah, my weave is in my bedroom actually. It wasn't sewn in anymore because I couldn't live with it sewn in. It was so itchy. I'm just like a low maintenance hair person. Like I need to touch my scalp. I don't know what it is, but I couldn't live with it in. So it's just the halo. It comes in and out super easy. And I have to work all day today. So I didn't think that having a 14-inch extension weft in was going to look like I was there to really get down to business. That's more for show. Anyway, so the Uplift Beauty Serum is great, especially after you exfoliate and you need that like deep down conditioning of your skin. I also mix it with like a drop of that into my night cream on the daily, and I basically concentrate it on my under eyes to sort of keep crow's feet and under eye circles and things like that at bay for as long as I can. But yeah, that's sort of the skincare. My skin used to be really, really bad to the point where I used to not take off my makeup even in front of my husband. It's Halo Couture. So if you go to Halo Couture, I think you need to have a hairstylist who is Halo Couture certified to order it for you. You can't just order it. But also check out Poshmark, because a lot of people sell their weaves on Poshmark, and there's nothing wrong with them. They come with a Halo extension, but you can get them for a steal on Poshmark. Had you ever had a hydrofacial? I have had a hydrofacial. I'll be honest with you, I prefer a standard European facial to a hydrofacial. I just think it's more relaxing. A hydrofacial honestly feels like, not that there's anything, I don't think there's anything wrong with a hydro. In fact, I feel like it probably works a little bit better, but it's not relaxing at all. My favorite part of facials is that, you know, like they rub your neck and like you're getting this whole spa experience. You're not getting a spa experience with a hydrofacial. You're getting like, they put solutions on your face to open your pores and then they suck everything out of it. It only takes like 25 minutes. I do think that it's worth it. I do think that if you're going to get a hydrofacial, you should book one to start and then you should book another one based on what your esthetician says, usually like a month afterwards, because it works a lot better if you do a follow-up to it. Hi, Kara. Hi, Laura. So it's not, I don't want you to go in thinking it's a spa-like experience. It's definitely far more clinical than a spa experience is. They're wonderful in terms of what you get for your skin, because what they're able to do is infuse your skin, like actually push material into it that is going to make it feel like plumper and better hydrated and stuff like that. But if you wanted to go there and zen out, don't expect to do that. That being said, I do love a hydrofacial. It's just if I'm going to the spa for a spa day, I want a regular European facial where they rub your head and they, you know, it smells really great and it's quiet and there's, you know, like Enya playing in the background. That is my jam. That is my happiest place to be. You can do all your extractions and like make me look like a hot mess. I still love it. I just love it. But definitely I think hydrofacials are worth it because they get into dermal layers of your skin with the solutions they're able to use better than probably a traditional European facial can. I also think, and I've never done one myself, but a lot of people have recommended to me chemical peels, and you don't have to think that you're going to be like in hiding for weeks after a chemical peel, but basically if you're going to someone, and I have a few people that I know and I trust, so if you're looking for recommendations on estheticians, I can give them to you. But the acidity levels that they use basically burn off your face. You're going to be red for a day or two, not where you can't like go out in public or something like that. But they're able to cleanse your skin to a level where you can like really go in and address issues like hyperpigmentation, you know, dryness, large pores, scarring, aging, things like that. You can do that. There's a couple of girls, and I will send you their information, Erin. People I definitely trust. They're not just going to like sell you a whole bunch of stuff. They're really, really, really great. So I will send you a DM on that. Other than that, I have to finish getting ready for work. Thank you guys for being on. I will be on again tomorrow. I will link all of the products that I used today. That way, if you have any questions about anything, you can easily shop. If you have a wish list of things that you want, I can make a shopping cart for you and send it over so it's super easy to check out. And I will be back on later. Stay tuned. I'll post pictures of the event that I'm going to because it's going to be beautiful when we're all done with it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow.